I think I am live, and whoo, are you feeling these energies? First off, I want to start this live stream talking about something that's really important and really present for me, and it's about the importance of meditation. And so if you haven't noticed, I've been meditating on my channel for the first time. And I have been meditating for 10 years. I realized last week I've been a meditator for 10 years. So the last 4 years I gravitated away from it because of responsibilities and things like raising a child. But I recently got back into a daily flow of meditating in the morning and meditating in the evening. And the last 2 to 3 days, I have really been slipping on that schedule. And then today, I lost my cool and I shouted at someone. But the good thing is, because I've been meditating and I've been making an effort to meditate 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, after I shouted, I felt deeply horrible. And I said, okay, I need to go and I need to go meditate now, and I need to take some time to be with myself. And one of the insights that I got in the meditation that I did an hour ago was I came back to remembering that all of our suffering starts within us, all of our problems starts within us. No one is going to fill our cup for us. No one is going to bring us joy. It doesn't really matter what kind of a situation you're in your life, where you are, whether you are technically rich or you are technically poor. No one can bring you joy but yourself. And I don't know what it is about meditation, the magic of it, when you close your eyes and you go within and you face that sort of grand, large, empty, still nothingness that is within yourself. But there's something there, and I guess that is the self. That is yourself. When you go within and you're not focused on everything outside that you've manifested and all of the things that are outside of you that you still need to change, that aren't changing fast enough. Because healing and growth and change are things that happen gradually in life. And change doesn't happen overnight. So it's really hard, this journey of healing your mind and your body and your spirit. But meditation it shows you, it really shows you, it grounds you, and it really shows you what is possible and what is real. It tames that monkey mind and makes it a monkey mind, like a monk. So you can go from like a monkey mind to an monky monkey mind. And earlier, I posted a YouTube video that kind of brought me down in a way, focusing on some popular media. I thought I'd chime in on how I wasn't actually chiming in on it, but I was giving an opinion on the Super Bowl. And it brought me down. It really brought me down, and I said, wow, it's really crazy the things that I focus on and think about when I don't meditate. And today I just kind of burned out without my meditation practice for 2 days. I hit a wall, so to speak, today, and I spent a good 4 hours or something of my day looking for something or someone to watch on YouTube. And there was no one there. There was no one there that could fill my cup. And that's where I'm really getting to at this point. There's no celebrity big enough or no micro celebrity small enough. There's no one. There's no guru. There's not even really a God to show me the way. There's my strong knowing of myself and the peace and the stillness and the clarity and the focus that my meditation brings and the ease that it brings to my nervous system. And so that 3 hours that I spent today literally just sitting and trying to zone out on YouTube and trying to find something to watch and going on my social media and trying to find someone to talk to, someone to fill my cup. And no one's going to do that for me. No one's going to fill my cup for me. Because I realized the reality is most of the people in the world are in two categories. They are full-on monks who are so detached from this world in so many ways and all of the problems and sufferings of the lay people. And then there are the lay people, the people who are just trying to survive, just trying to put bread on their table, just trying to have a job or whatever they're doing. And they're on autopilot. They're on autopilot. And like I was today, responding to my daughter, not even really knowing what I was saying, just so burnt out. And then I meditated this evening for 1 hour and I realized, oh my God, I need to meditate every day for at least 1 hour because otherwise I'm like a zombie on autopilot who can't focus, who's so overwhelmed trying to find my identity outside of myself, trying to find clarity and focus, juggling all of the things that I need to juggle, all of the responsibilities, all of the appointments and things that I need to make, all of the people that I need to talk to, just so much stuff. And I realized it's time for me to really just share my light, regardless of what I'm going through. And now I understand why people on YouTube, why it's such a powerful place for sharing that light. Because when you share that light, no matter what you're going through, that comes back to you. What you put out in the world comes back to you. And me putting out that cool and very smart, but not very uplifting video earlier today, it didn't help. It didn't help me. It didn't help. I don't think it really helped anyone else. And we all really just need a moment to exhale, I think. So many of us, especially in the West, are trying to find our identity outside of ourselves. And I don't know how to explain to anyone that they're seeking in the wrong place for their joy. That actually it just takes a tiny little bit of determination to sit down twice a day for 1 hour and close your eyes and just be with yourself. you'll waste a lot less time in your day trying to do so many other things that you don't need to do, people pleasing, not having focus, time wasting, time passing. But it's not easy to get there, like once you've roped yourself in with all these responsibilities, it's hard to get to that place to be like, okay, I know that sitting for meditation twice a day is great for me. And not just good for me, good for everyone else. Good for everybody else too. Because when you're happy, when I'm happy, everyone around you is happy. And we can't fill anyone's cup when ours is empty. Unless you're a magician. I saw a really good magician at Old Sturbridge Village this year who had this really great magic trick where he had this never-ending cup of water. And he would offer people a cup of water, and then he'd say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's empty." And then he'd show that it was empty, and then he'd say, "Oh, never mind," and he would pour himself a cup of water. A really cool magic trick. But most of us aren't magicians, and we can't fill other people's cups when our cup is empty. So, yeah. What's funny is when you go with it and you meditate, it's actually really easy to detach from all the chaos in the world, and you really realize how unimportant it actually is. You really realize how much time you actually waste doing things that aren't meaningful to you. And just taking a moment to be present. Because one thing that I did mention in the video that I posted earlier today was I feel like I am at the end of an era. And I feel like the era in my life where I base my value on what somebody else's idea of my value is, I think that era in my life is over. And I'm done, really done giving my energy to people and places and businesses and things that just don't make me feel good at the end of the day. And there are certain people and places and things that I still definitely want to share my light and my love with. I can see that. I want to help people heal. I want to be there for others in that sense. But I've really committed a lot of my life to a lot of things and people that just maybe weren't in alignment for me, or it's hard to say right now. It's hard to articulate. Because in a sense, I've already let those things go. And that's how behind me it is already. Like with YouTube, for example. So much has changed since I started it. since I started using this website. And for a really long time, I was very, very stuck in what I got from it initially, what I lost by putting all my eggs in that basket of creating content and seeing that as my life path. And now I'm at the place of, well, this is a really good tool and I can get a few thousand views on shorts, and that's neat. It's really neat that people are watching my videos, but what's more important now is to share things that truly help and truly resonate with me. And it blows my mind how when I meditate, hundreds of people will tune in while I'm meditating, and I'm just sitting there doing nothing, just meditating live. And then I close the live and I go and look, and 125 something people were there meditating with me throughout that hour. And it blows my mind. Like, this is what the world really needs right now, more than talking and sharing. People are craving peace and silence and deep inner knowing and wisdom. This is what people really want. We're so burnt out with personalities and egos. So many people wanted to go viral. Look at what we manifested in 2020. You got your viral. That's what you all wanted. That's what you manifested. Pretty crazy. So it's so clear that people just want to go within now. They just want to know who they are, and we're done looking to others. And I'm not here today to try to share a piece of my personality and get attention. I'm here to try to bring you back to yourself. To remind you that every YouTube video you watch, every book you read, every piece of artwork that you see, every person that you talk to, yes, we're all connected and we're all the same, but we're also all so deeply, incredibly different and so unique. Every being is a depth, an ocean of knowledge and difference and unique genetics and personality. Like, we're all so incredibly, beautifully different. And honestly, if we lived in a truly equal world, in a truly united world, we would see that. We would see the value in every single being. We would see the potential in every single being. And we would help them to bring that out. I feel like maybe 2026 might be my year to make all of these ideas that I've had, which to me seem like great ideas, ideas that the world really, really, really needs, to make a lot of those ideas manifest, if not many of them. And one of those ideas is somehow, so if I can't help people to go within, so it might just be meditation. I might just be sharing a lot more meditation videos and helping people really find that deep inner knowing and that deep power and that strength in knowing who they are. Like, really, I think that will be what my main goal is in 2026 and what will bring me most of this, like, the joy and like the flow in my life. That seems to make the most sense to me. then I also had this thought that it would be really cool to get rid of these dogs. I'm just kidding, but half serious. If anyone wants a dog, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, accountability. Accountability to help people be more accountable, like to have like a group. But honestly, I think at the end of the day, what it comes down to is just helping people to be stronger and more aware and more in touch with themselves. And this dog's gonna knock my camera over. Someone call Caesar Milan. Seriously. No, what I really need to do though is go to the Home Depot and get a better lock for my door, because the store doesn't lock, so they can just bust in and ruin the peace. And this is the funny thing, they're completely throwing me off right now. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Out. And they don't listen. Out. Get out. Get out. Okay. This is reality. This is reality. Hey! Get out. Get out. It's not easy being a layperson. Just put it that way. You all who have been following the monks who are walking for peace, who left Texas, Fort Worth, and they're arriving in Washington, D.C. I guess tomorrow. They're there now, I guess. They have a dog. And I'm sure on some level it's burden. It's a burden for them. I love animals. I think they're great. I think they're wonderful when they come into our life, but you know, living in the West, I definitely went through a bout of loneliness. And I found myself looking for friendship in dogs. They're wonderful. They're just wonderful. They really are. But I definitely have days when I'm like, man, this responsibility, these mouths to feed, it just never stops. And when you really realize what it takes to be responsible for dogs, like we feed dogs kibble, basically, and people think they can have like 5 or 6 dogs or something crazy like that and feed them this kibble, and it's honestly not the best food for them. And so I have to buy, I realize that, and now I have to go and buy them raw food and prepare it every day. I can't just like scoop up some kibble and plop it in the bowl for them. Like I have to treat them like the living beings that they are and feed them what nature intended them to eat. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I never saw these things coming, but we live and we learn. So we live and we learn. And what is that? What is that? Oh, it's like a pole. Yeah, we live and we learn. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I feel like maybe it's the shift, the astrological shift that we're going through right now. We're about to enter the year of the fire horse. We're leaving the year of the snake. It just feels really heavy for me. I really thought that like going fruitarian and eating raw would give me a certain sense of lightness and like instant energy. But the reality is going from eating super heavy to eating lighter, everything is shifting and changing. Like the amount of energy that I have and the way that I want to spend my days, So it's like getting in touch with how I really feel, what I really want to do, where my energy really wants to go, who and what do I really want to do and interact with today. And I've been on this journey so many times in my life. And not only have I lacked the support that I've needed to stay on my own path, I've actually had people come onto my path in life and say, "Why would you just eat fruits and veggies? Like, that's so poor. It's so poor. Like, it's so, like, that's such a poor thing to do." When in reality, that's what I needed for myself. And with the meditation, I've really learned that there's going to be people like that who come and go, and ultimately, on some level, they're suffering to be questioning the needs of others. Like, just live and let other live, essentially, this Jane philosophy, right? Just live and let others live. You don't need to question so hardcore the choices of others if it doesn't affect you. And I might have to go in a minute. I might get interrupted, but I'll be back. All right. Peace out. Sure. I'll take you to the library. All right. Yeah. Until next time, we'll pick this up later. But yeah, so much more to say, and can't wait to talk to you again very, very soon. Thank you for joining me. Bye.